Scorpio, this is your Spirit's horoscope for December 2021. So Scorpio, we start off with the Four of Cups. So it appears that there's something you're thinking about, and it involves something that may it's something that may give you a little more joy in life, I want to say, because there's also this sense of needing to feel as if you've been kind of successful with your life up until this point. So it doesn't matter how old you are, Scorpio. There is just this feeling that something has been pretty fixed, and you just kind of don't really see it, but you feel like that there's this feeling that you're trying to kind of draw something to you that could help fill that gap where you may not felt successful in life, and you could have had many goals that you've met. You could have done a lot. However, there's just something that kind of really, it's like you're concentrated on, but you're not quite seeing it in front of your face yet. So it's almost like there's kind of there's a sense of you feel like you're just needing more insight. You're needing more insight, and you need some more. It feels like, to me, what I'm hearing is you need something that is kind of more visible, because it's like, can you trust yourself to I feel like my guides are telling me, can you trust yourself to like take a risk? Yeah. And then we have the Four of Wands, and it is in the reverse. So the Four of Wands in reverse, and then the Three of Wands in reverse. And let me just take a moment and see what is being shared with me. So there's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of beginning kind of, there's a lot of passion with what you're feeling, as if you've been kind of waiting for up in this point in your life. And like I said, I mean, it doesn't matter what point of life you're in, Scorpio, there's just something that you've kind of, had some strong desires about doing, and there's this sense of wanting to kind of initiate, but it's just you're like at the beginning stages of some sort of beginning stages of really kind of seeing some expectations happen regarding what it is that you've kind of it's almost like whether you drew it to you or not, it feels as if there has been something, I want to say, since they're in the reverse, it's like something that was kind of subconsciously brewing in the back of your mind that you really wanted to kind of like take place in your life. However, you just couldn't like put it together, as far as you couldn't just like pinpoint exactly what it was. So it's like these intuitive, just subconscious expectations that you had regarding what you wanted to kind of just like see in your reality. Whether you knew it or not, there was something in the works there, I would say. So let's see. And then we got the Nine of Swords. And yeah, there's something going on, Scorpio, where it's like you're just feeling a little kind of peculiar. I mean, you know, stressors are an energy in itself that you kind of just have to like manage and deal with. But for some reason, there was something that you kind of really hadn't seen that has been kind of presenting itself to you, but it's something that you really want, but you're just trying to find like how to kind of go about it, because it's like subconsciously it's been kind of being put together in your head, but you're just trying to figure out, well, does it make sense really in the external world? I mean, how are you going to kind of manage? Because I feel like for you, Scorpio, there's like a lot of, you just feel kind of like pressured. So it's like pressure, and then you're kind of like contemplating about, you know, what it is that you're being kind of like drawn into or pulled into, but it's something that interests you, I would say. And it's something that there's this, not necessarily a start of passion, because it's always been there, I feel, but it just seems like that it just seems like you kind of just want it to happen orderly. Whatever this is, you just kind of like want it to be a little structured and little realistic, so that it's not giving you so much anxiety. And then we have the Three of Pentacles coming up. So yeah, there's something that with this card, I mean, the Three of Pentacles, it's all about, you know, kind of building a solid structure that looks predictable in a way, but it just kind of gives you reassurance that, okay, this is step one, this is step two. There's no like shocker behind it. And it's also going to build some sort of, you're trying to like almost like manifest some sort of strong I want to say connection that can be built on some sort of solid foundation. So we'll just have to wait and see what it is. But, you know, the Three of Pentacles upright, it is good. It's a good sign that things can be can be put together and built with the proper connections, and it can be a fun process, and it's not necessarily just kind of like you don't really know what the steps are, and you're just like having stress around being pressured because you're just like having to do too much trusting. So that's what I'm picking up so far. And Scorpio, you'll know what this is for you. I mean, this is general, of course, and you know, this is regarding kind of just the tone that's gonna like transpire through the month of December. So you can kind of fill in the blank with what I'm saying, and you can kind of add what it means for you, as far as whether it's kind of connected to something you are building, something that you're wanting to, kind of bring to the forefront and bring into manifestation that's been in the works a little bit. So, you know, that could be anything. I mean, all the elements are on the board here. So fire, earth, water, air. It could be, you know, some idea that has caused you a lot of, I would say, kind of like anxiety and stress, but you would like for this idea to be realistic and brought into, you know, your world, so you can start doing. And it could be, you know, some sort of connections that bring you kind of some stable relationships. That way you can kind of, you know, talk about your ideas and your passions. You know, just little ones, big ones, from start to finish. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So moving forward, you know, there's going to be a sense of, you have to just, I mean, the Nine of Wands, you have to kind of just hold your ground, and whatever it is that you want, you have to keep at it. You have to keep at it. You have to keep the, you know, the fire and the drive and the passion alive. You can't kind of take long breaks and think that that's not going to take a toll on you. So it would be better just to kind of pace yourself with whatever it is that you want to do in your life regarding, you know, something that you're building that can ignite this this strong desire for having some sort of like it's like this strong desire for, I mean, it's almost like I want to say, you know, Scorpio, with you, you have these strong desires, of course, but it's like manifesting. It's like, you know, it requires a lot of endurance to manifest whatever it is you want. It could be anything, you know, relationship, friendship, job, career, you know, a certain home, just certain wants, needs, etc. It could be anything, and it takes, you know, it takes a lot of energy, passion, and drive to manifest, you know, these things in the 3D material. And you just gotta, things just don't happen overnight, and things just don't happen easily. You have to really kind of just, you know, put your nose to the grindstone, and sometimes you have to go through certain stuff, and it's not always a pleasant experience, but it's necessary, okay? And then we have the Eight of Wands coming up. So with that, I mean, Scorpio, you're going to get, I want to say, there's just a lot of, there's just kind of like a lot of fire burning inside of you, that it's like, you know, what do you do with this like passion and desire? And I think you're figuring it out, okay? It's like starting off as a small flame, and you're just looking for signs and signals, and you're looking what's practical or not, because, you know, you want to trust, but you don't want to, like, you know, just put yourself out there so you can just, you know, have this awful experience. Of course, nobody wants that. But you're going to get some communication about, you're going to get some, I feel like you're going to get some, let's see, I think you're going to get some good communication, but it's going to be adding a little, it's going to make you feel a slightly uncomfortable, you know, Scorpio. It's going to kind of make you feel a little certain kind of way, but you just have to, you know, clear your mind and communicate and, you know, assess, think about it. And then we have the Ace of Cups coming up after, and this is all kind of just blending in the month, okay? So you're just going to think about, you know, all of what I said, and in this energy, just kind of like, kind of just slowly just fusing in the month, and as it goes to the middle and the end of the month, it kind of just creates all of this, creates a picture. It creates a picture, and it creates, you know, this certain innate message that once you put it together, it'll make perfect sense. So with the Ace of Cups, this is a new beginning of, it could be anything. It could be love for something. I feel like it's love for something that is being built, and it's going to be connected with others, of course, because I feel like there's a lot of fire here. There's a lot of passion. And I don't feel like all of this passion is yours. I feel like it's coming from others too, kind of just adding to your flame. So, or just adding to your, you know, your inner passion and desire for whatever it is that, I mean, it's literally trying, whatever it is that you're kind of wanting to manifest. Because there's something kind of brewing here. And this is all kind of subconscious in the back of your mind, but it's stuff that, you know, you just draw to you. Sometimes you draw things to you, Scorpio, and you don't even realize it, because, I mean, you are pretty intuitive, and it's like, you know, sometimes you think about things and it's just this pinball or pinwheel effect, and it just replays over in your mind, and you're not even realize it, and you can think of something else, but that, you know, something you like want or desire, it's still there, and it's still kind of just like, I want to say manifesting on its own,